Hey, it's BrickTsar, and as BrickTsar often does, he's going to do a haul today, but I thought I would throw in a couple of BrickTsar Answer Thingy questions, hashtag bat if you have a question, because I've got quite a few questions, and I haven't answered them in a while. So we're going to answer a handful of them here in this video, and then we're going to show you these packages, which shouldn't take too long to go through those packages. And I got some questions that I don't really think I've got a lot of before. You know, a lot of times with Lego questions, sometimes you'll get the same questions again. And some of these questions that people have asked, I may need to do separate videos for. But I'm going to start here. This is going to be high tech. I'm going to be using my iPad right in front of the camera there. And here's one from Sphinx. I don't know if I said that right. He says, I have a back question that you may have already answered, but to be fair, it's a ton of footage to sift through. That's true. I have a lot of videos. How do you deal with Bricklink buyers asking for pics? I'm tempted to put a dollar limit on pics, like please don't ask for pics on items under $25 until they are very old or rare, etc. Personally, if I wanted to deal with pics, I'd use eBay. Just wondering how you deal with it. All right. Personally, except for parts, unless it's a rare part, you know, I definitely would not use my own custom pics. But if it is a rare used item, I think in its expensive item, I would definitely put my own pics there. And for sets, I understand where you're coming from, especially if it's a smaller set. It's not really necessary to have a pic. But definitely any used set, I think you should. So this is, it's not a rule, but this is just me thinking out loud. I would probably put a picture for any and every used set. Well, maybe except from really small ones. But yeah, used sets, usually you need to have a pic because some sellers are notorious for listing things as complete, and it's not really complete. And if you had a picture, they would be able to tell. And it doesn't really take that long to upload a pic, so I don't know if $25 is the right cutoff, but I see where you're coming from. But if you want to sell stuff and people are asking for pics, I'd put the pic on the actual item, not email them the pic. So if they're asking for pictures, put the picture on the listing. If that's not enough for them, then don't worry about it. Unless it's an expensive item, then you might email them additional pictures, especially if there's some clarifications. I know that there are some clarifications on stuff I had before that we needed to do. So let's get to a couple more questions for this video. It gets too long. Here's I dig bricks at Brickyard Junction. Do you own any Duplo polybags? And I do. You know, there are those at Walmart, and I got the Dino polybag that was at Walmart or Target or somewhere. Oh, he's commenting there. The joke of brick tech and doing the clickbaity type things, but it's always exactly what it says it is. I do have some vintage Duplo polybags. I have some that are sealed from 30 or more years ago. Some of the McDonald's polybags. So yes, I do have a collection of Duplo polybags, and I have done a couple of videos about some where we built the sets. They may have been a part of hauls, I can't remember. But yeah, I do have Duplo polybags. So I'll go through these packages, and then we'll do a couple more BrickTsar Answer Thingy questions. And I had this idea in my head of doing some morning videos before I go to work, where I just do something simple, where I'm just answering some questions in about a 15-minute or less video, maybe even doing it live in the mornings before I go to work. I thought that might be a way for me to do some videos. Oh, look, I got a red 2x2 sticker. All right, so I can't remember which Jurassic World sets I had. So I placed another order. I think I'm trying to get the freebie again. But I definitely didn't have any of the Pteranodons. One thing that's consistent with all of the Lego Dino sets across all themes, the Pteranodon sets are always the worst performing ones. I don't know what it is. Or either, maybe I shouldn't say the worst performing, they're my least favorite. The Pteranodon sets. Is the Pteranodon the under-domesticated dinosaur of the dinosaur world? All right, then we got this one, which is Raptor Rescue Truck. And That's not supposed to be blue, is it? All right, so we got, I know I didn't have those two. And then here's another Pteranodon Chase. So we got the two Pteranodon sets, the Juniors and the Chase set for Jurassic World. We also got the helicopter. Lego loves making helicopters. This is Blue's Helicopter Pursuit. All right, and we got the Legoland ticket that I'll never use, and then we got the free kit again. The you know, the book thingy, Hans Christian Andersen set. So yeah, I thought, hey, since I needed those Jurassic World, I don't need them, but since I want to get the additional Jurassic World sets, why not do it when you can get a set that's probably going to be worth $30 one day as compensation for buying those. And so there's probably 2 Jurassic World sets I don't have, so we'll get that. Oh, let's do another BrickTsar Answer Thingy question in the middle of this. Here's one from Ninja Tannic, who asks or comments on a lot of our videos, but he says, are there any websites that have the parts list for set 725 Town Plan? All right, somebody had also commented there's an app, Brick by Brick, which I think tags or links into BrickSet's catalog, but the Brick by Brick does not have every instruction or every parts list complete. There is an old website that, and eventually I think some of these will transition over to Bricklink, because Bricklink does not have the set inventory for 725 Town Plan. The website I used to get it was Peeron. That's P-E-E-R-O-N. So if you can ever find your instructions or your parts inventory on Bricklink or BrickSet, check Peeron. There are still a handful of sets that are on Peeron that are not on BrickSet or Bricklink, but Peeron it's not been updated in like, I don't know, 10, 12 years, but it's still a good resource for the sets, at least the ones that John Patterson inventoried. If you look on a lot of these old sets that I like, they were inventoried by a guy named John Patterson, who I actually bought the very last auction of his collection. He sold his collection several years back on eBay, and I was like, oh, he had so many things I wanted to get, but they were going for really, really, really good prices. Oh, look, they wrapped it in the sturdy paper. Don't you love it? So this, oh, and they put tape on it too. Wonderful. I always appreciate that. I always like playing Russian roulette with my packages. All right. I think this has been resealed. I am pretty sure this has been resealed. So this is the James and Percy tunnel set from Thomas and Friends, set 65773 there. It's a pretty hard set to find with the box. I wanted to get it for the box, but as I'm looking at this thing is most definitely, I do not think that's the original tape for this. I could be wrong, because it goes all the way down the side there. So I may save it for another video. This has the tunnel. There were 2 large sets like this from the Thomas and Friends theme. Another one had the Up and Over Bridge with Thomas. But this is the and this is an actual set. That's a set. The tunnel was a set. So there's nothing in this that didn't come in another set. I think they also had some track packs in here. Maybe it shows on the back what it has. No, it doesn't. So yeah, this is what's in here. Yeah. Anyway, so I'll do that later. Trying to figure out. I'm not confident that that is factory sealed. I think it's been opened. All right, so thank you for bearing with me. I do have all of the Thomas and Friends Lego things, but I didn't have the boxes left for those. I actually threw away my boxes for that years ago. And and I forgot to mention, those were all part of the 20% off eBay. I had been looking at this thing since it was a lot more, and the guy actually got it down to a fair price, and then when they did the 20% off, I said I'll go ahead and bet on it. bat on it. Bite. I'm thinking bat. All right, here's another. Since we talked about Duplo and this video had Duplo, here's one from Lego Frog. Is it worth piecing a Duplo set back together? Found part of a Duplo set 10597 at a garage sale. That is really hard to do because a lot of sellers don't like selling Duplo pieces in their Bricklink store. Now you can find some. In fact, there are stores that specialize in Duplo, but the best ones I have found are actually in Europe. There's a really good Duplo store in the UK that I've actually bought complete sets from, and other parts I needed to finish off, like if I was missing one or two pieces. I have found the best way to finish off a complete Duplo set, other than buying the complete one like this, because that can end up being very expensive. Piecing together can be expensive because shipping of it can get high on the Duplo pieces, but sometimes it's better just to look on eBay auctions and find incomplete sets or used lots and look at the pictures and see if they have the parts you need. I've done that with a lot of Duplo sets over the years, but I don't collect necessarily a lot of them. But I did I am working on some of the 1970s Duplo sets, and that ties in with a question from Jody Smith. She says you should do a video explaining how to tell older Duplo from newer Duplo bricks. Yes, that's a good question, and I'm not going to answer that in this video because obviously I need to show pictures of them, because there is some slight differences from the bricks, especially from the early years of Duplo to the way they are today. In fact, with Duplo, some of the bricks say Duplo on them, and some of them say Lego on them. And I think that's even with some of the newer bricks. I don't know, I'd have to look. But those are good questions, and I appreciate that. And we will end the video right there. Thanks for watching BrickTsar's Bat Haul. And I will, like I said, I'll try to do some more quick Q&A videos in the very near future. Thanks for watching. Bye.